Today we are going to make some liquid, and I'm focusing this video today for vaping and making your own juice on a budget. That's right, because in the vaping world there's so much flavors out there that if you tried to keep up with all the flavors, I think you would go nuts, and for the less fortunate, broke. And I illustrate that because I've already spent in this month $280 on flavors and just stuff specific to making my own juice. So I decided that in this video I'm going to focus on simple yet effective mix. And the reason I say simple yet effective is I did this mix 3 or 4 times. Had my wife test it, I've had other people test it, I got feedback, and I'm able to make this video today, which is a cheap yet effective recipe. Those of you who like to get a flavor that's loyal and just keep reproducing it, or if you're buying liquid, the bad part with that is eventually your store is going to say, sorry, we don't make Jugaboo liquid. So that's the whole point of this video. So that's an introduction. I pointed out that this one has been tested and true. I'd like to get you guys to make it. That way you guys can come back and provide feedback. So the end product is going to have this viscosity and consistency to it. You can take your calculator, I will throw a link to it in the description, and you can suit this recipe to your PG to VG ratio. But the end result is going to be something like this. The difference between today's recipe is the menthol came, and I'm going to put, let's see, I have 1% we're going to go of menthol, for those of you who like a menthol hit. We're going to use PG, VG, nicotine. In this case, I'm using 100%, 100 milligrams per milliliter. Based on your nic base, unflavored nic, you put that into the calculator as well. I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to use the calculator. It's pretty simple. You just read what's on the screen, how much you want to make, yada, yada, yada. Punch it in, hit calculate, and it'll come up. What I will give you verbally and in the comment description is the percentages we're going to use today and what we're actually working with. So this one here is Vapors Tech SC Flavor Menthol. So we're going to use this and Chef Jack. Now you can substitute Chef Jack tobacco for whatever tobacco flavor you want, but in this video we are going to use the Chef Jack at 3%. They recommend between 1 and 2. I kind of like it strong, so for this video I'm going to do it at 3%. Or no, they recommend 1 to 3%. I'm sorry. So we're going to do 3% of the Chef Jack, 1% of the menthol. Very, very simple, basic recipe. I found this as my all-day vape, but my main go-to. And it actually is pretty darn good. Like, I'm doing a 40-60. My wife likes it 50-50. Sometimes she likes it 70 PG, so, and 30 VG. But anyways, let's get to mixing. So I'm going to do the scale method. It just works cleaner. You don't have to keep rinsing out your things. I can sit my butt right here in this chair from start to finish, providing I have everything, everything I need. So let's get started. I'm using this awesome beaker thing. Had it for a while, and the scale I didn't even buy. So again, this is on a budget. Scale I had laying around, and it works pretty darn good. Basically, what you want to do if you're interested in learning how to do weight over volumetric, it takes a minute to sample all your ingredients to see how much they weigh. The calculator does show you how to do it. You just measure 1 milliliter of liquid on your scale, and then whatever number that comes out to be, you put that in the software, and then you only have to do that once. So we're going to start off with the worst part. I always do the nicotine first. I used to do it last, but now I like to just get that part out of the way. So I'm going to put on my latex gloves just to be safe here. These are new and improved model. They're completely invisible, but in your sake, in your real environment, you're going to want to make sure you get what's available. Mine are from the future, so I just put them on, and you can almost not even feel like they're on, but you'll have to trust me that there are gloves on. So let's go ahead and get started. So according to this mixture of 150 milliliters, which is probably going to be borderline to the top here, we will need 12 milliliters of liquid. 12 grams. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the scale, but that's not the point of this video. So again, I'm just going to do this quick, dirty, and easy. I'm just going to slowly dump. We're at 1, 4, and this is just how I do it, like on a whim. I have more advanced stuff to measure it a little bit more accurate. So we're at 11. I usually stop because right there, the extra gram worked. We're exactly at 12 grams. This little bottle, because I'm vaping lower now, I was at 54 at one point, but I would only vape a little bit, and then I'd have to go the rest of the day without breaks. So I used to make it high, so when I did get my nicotine fix, it was high and short. But now that I'm vaping throughout the day, I like it to where I can vape all day stupidly, and I don't get sick. So we've got 12 of the nicotine that's done and out of the way. We'll go ahead and remove our plastic protective barrier because we're not doing anything else dangerous. So the next one is going to be our big weight. Probably the most workout I've done all day, besides the editing. That does take. And I even have notes here. Super concentrated menthol flavor and DIY percentage is 2 to 3. I don't like it that strong. I do 1. So I'm going to do my next step, which is going to be the VG sticker. I like to get that out of the way, and that's going to be half of the mix, 90. So this, we can just kind of pour. We know it's going to be a lot. 80, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. I went slightly over. Does not have to be 100% on the PG and VG. I'm going to undo this slightly over as well, just because I went up slightly over on the VG. So VG is going, or PG is going to be 42. We have enough room for 42? Crap. Oh, I'm spilling. 20, 30, 40. That's direct on 42. Let's do a little bit. All right, so 44, 46, somewhere around there. Again, it does not have to be spot on. So now we're going to put the menthol, which our calculator wants. There goes the hot water heater. I got too many devices in here making noise, so I apologize about that. But our menthol that I can't open is going to be 1.5. Okay. And we're going to do this one at 4.5, which is going to be quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. All right, spot on. So now you got this weird concoction. See, these 10 milliliter bottles go a little too fast for my liking, but again, this is a lot of juice. So we bring out the Super Mixer 3000 that I built. This drill's from Walmart. As you notice, I'm holding it and it's dead. I just did a little spin, a little bit of liquid on there for my last mix, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse this off. Whew! Rinse that off. More noise for the video. Should do this first. But in the real world, things do not ever go right when you're filming, so whatever. All right. Stick this in here. Still lumpy. Dang it. So as you can see, it's really, really well mixed up. I like to do it until it froths, but this is kind of over 150 milliliters. No, it's spot on. It's 150 milliliters, including what I wasted, maybe. I'm making such a mess. This part is important. The mixing is most important. You want to get it mixed up nice and... Should have made this a little longer. I didn't think of that. This poor drill needs to be laid to rest. I want it to kind of... There we are. Oh no, it came off, so I can't get it in you.